this podcast and the season started way back when. I remember recording the first one at your luxurious Airbnb in Penticton at Young Stars.
Good times.
We did them on the road. We did them in hotel rooms, a bunch of rinks. We've done them in the office. And here we are at Woody's Pub with a captive audience. So the podcast is growing up, and it's terrific. It's always been a fun project. But this is kind of putting a bow on the season that was, because, let's be honest, 82 games, it wasn't a lot of fun on a lot of nights to sit through and watch, but the season has ended.
Can I just say, like, this week hasn't been a lot of fun? Like, when
we're getting there.
Jay Beagle...
We're getting there.
Like, if we could flash back a year, you're painting that great picture of you and I in Penticton. If you had told me then, a year from now on July 4th, we would be here and you would be telling me the big free agent acquisition that the Canucks would have made on July 1st would have been Jay Beagle, I would have been pretty angry. I would have been pretty angry at that time.
You?
I am even more angry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, I am. Like, I mean, and I don't want to perform to the crowd, but I am upset. I'm upset by the whole thing. I'm upset that the Vancouver Canucks, this team that the past 3 seasons has been the lowest scoring team in the NHL, and I'm telling you, they put no effort, none, in trying to fix the offense, trying to help the offense. 146 points out the door. Sedin's gone. Vanek gone. Vanek just signed a 1-year deal. Were they interested in Vanek? No. Anthony Duclair out there all of a sudden, 25, 26 years old, had 44 points 3 years ago. His agent called the Vancouver Canucks. What did the Canucks say? Not interested. Not interested. Not interested in Grabner. Just scored 27 goals, went for a shitload at the trade deadline. Not interested. Not interested in Reeder. Not interested. They had interest in Riley Nash. That didn't go far. Not interested in Bozak. Fair enough.
Why? Because they got Beagle. They got Beagle.
Yeah, they got Beagle. You're right. They got fucking Beagle. They wanted Beagle and they got Beagle. No, but like, what? Why is that? Like, let's go all in for Beagle. I don't. Like, I see his agent. Okay, hold on. I see his agent because I have to get all my fucking Beagle shit out right away.
All right.
I see his agent out there. 8 or 9 teams. A third of the league, he claims, were in on Beagle. Like, I have a really hard time believing a third of the league was in on Beagle. I called around. I called some of the teams I know. They found it hard to believe, too. And one team I called, yeah, they were in on Beagle. Guess what they were in on? 1 year, $1 million. That was their offer to Jay Beagle, okay? So if you're going to go all in on a guy, okay, one of the things that I've heard is that they're tougher now with Beagle and Roussel. Roussel is a shit disturber. I wouldn't necessarily describe him as tough. I would describe him as a grinder. I think he's going to stir stuff up. I think he's going to be fun to watch. I'm actually fine with Antoine Roussel. I'm cool. Like, you want to add a guy like that, that's fine. Beagle, though, he's not an intimidating guy out there. He'll kill penalties. He's like...
He'll kill Roussel's penalties.
That's what he'll be doing, right. He'll be killing Roussel's penalties.
Yes.
He's a lesser Brandon Sutter. Now, if you have Brandon Sutter already on your team, you are all in on Brandon Sutter. You've paid him all this money. You've made this big trade. You've described him as the foundation of your team. Why do you need another Brandon Sutter?
Well, you don't. You don't.
So you're in total agreement with me on this.
Well, yeah. But it's taken you, like, on Sunday, you seemed like you were in a decent mood at the rink. It was Canada Day. I don't know if you were excited about that, but you didn't seem as worked up on Sunday. Maybe you've had a few days to digest all that's gone on.
Yeah, the whole thing has hit me in waves, right? Because I want a great team. I want a fun team. I want a team that can, I don't know, score goals, okay? Last year, 218 goals. 26th in the NHL. 26. That was with a top 10 power play, a great power play.
Right.
Gone from that are the Sedins. Gone from that is Vanek. Like, good luck. If you want to try to map out the power plays right now, good luck to you mapping out a second power play unit right now. It will be bleak when you do finally get around to taking a look at that. So I don't want Pettersson to play with Brandon Sutter. I don't want that. That's another thing I keep thinking of. I love they drafted Pettersson. I love that they drafted Hughes. People say, "Oh, you're so negative." No, I'm not. Like, I love, like, certain things. I'm like going to be a huge Pettersson guy. But I don't want him. Like, we know what Brandon Sutter is. He's a guy who, nice shot, fine defensively. If you want him as your third-line center, fine. But having him in your top 6, and everyone's throwing out these lines that I've seen with Sutter, with Patterson, yeah, that hits me like a wave. A wave comes over me, it rocks me. I'm like, fuck, is that going to happen? I don't want to see that happen.
Well, look, you're talking about drawing up a second power. Like, I can't even get there because, like, my head hurts from just trying to work a depth chart with 4 legitimate lines at the NHL level.
Right. So, and I talked about this in the podcast leading into free agency. The problem with having Sutter and Beagle is you have 2 similar type players. Neither of them are overtly physical, so they're not really adding that element to it. They're both defensive-styled centers, shut-down guys. They shut down their own line mates most of the time. That's 2 lines that aren't really going to score. And one of them, like, I look, there's all kinds of time, and maybe trades will happen, and I'm open to all of that. I just, right now, I'm frustrated. I'm mad.
I can tell.
I don't want to see the start of the season. Like, I heard Bruff today on 1040 say, like, he hasn't been this excited about a Canucks season in years. And like, on paper right now, when I'm seeing a lineup that's Horvat first, and the other thing I heard is even you, I think, said,
no,
like, the depth is fixed. No one's going to question the depth now. I think I heard you say that. Someone else heard it. Right over here, you heard it too. He said it!
Throw him out!
He's out!
Out! Get him out!
But if Horvat goes down, and I ask everyone in the room to think about this, if Horvat is injured, what then? What? We're fucked. That's what he said. That's what the man said.